Uh, Good afternoon, viewers. And today we are going to discuss about history of chemistry. And in history of chemistry, there are different periods. Especially, we are going to focus today on period number 2, because the first period is related to the Romans and Greeks. The second period is about the Muslims. So today we are focusing about period 2 of history of chemistry, that is related to Muslims. Muslims are said to be as torch bearers of knowledge, because before them there was knowledge, but it was theoretical and it was limited to theories and hypotheses, whereas these kept foundation of practical sciences. The people which are from 600 to 1600 AD, these are called Muslim chemists or alchemists. Alchemy was the science at the time which was to convert the cheaper things into costly things of more application and utility. So at that time there were two projects were there on which almost all the scientists were working. Number one, to get water of life or auxiliary, so that whoso gets a drop of that water, he should not die, and he could not die. This was concept of those people of that time. Second, they were thinking to convert cheaper metals like iron and the others into gold. Question is whether they were successful. Answer is no. In any other projects like these two, answer is no. But what they did, they contributed a lot in making a lot of instruments and different processes like filtration, calcination, decantation, etc. and etc. Moreover, they invented different instruments also. So for worth mentioning, people of this era are four. Number one, Jabir, and other is Razi or Razes. The third one is Ibn Sina, and the fourth is Al-Biruni. We'll be discussing them one by one. Let's discuss about the first scientist of this period, that is Jabir bin Hayyan. Jabir. So he's supposed to be as father of alchemy or father of chemistry of that particular period. Now when we go ahead, we see his achievement, what achievements that he do in field of science, particularly chemistry. He discovered different substances, or he made things like HCl, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid and white clay. Moreover, introduced the methods of dyeing of clothes and extraction of metals. Therefore, he is said to be his father of alchemy. Yes. Next, Razi. One thing is mentionable is that these scientists were many-folded, multi-sided, versatile rather. So Razi was also physician, surgeon, and scientist. In chemistry, what he did, he used opium as anesthesia. Later on, what thing happened, it is that he divided things into two groups. One being compound into two groups, one those of the living origin, another those of the non-living origin. Later on were named as organic and inorganic compounds by Berzelius. So it was really a very good classification. Later, when we see what other work did he do, he introduced concept of fermentation. By the concept of fermentation, he prepared alcohol. That's really a very valuable commodity. Later on, I will see Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni was really a very good visitor, and he visited many countries. He undertook voyage. See, similarly, he visited India and a lot of other countries. So, in chemistry, he was interested also. What did he do in field of chemistry? He determined densities of different substances. Because of densities, foam is lighter. The piece of iron of the same size is heavier. Why it's different? Difference is that of densities. Another is Avicenna. He was also versatile, multi-sided. What he did in terms of chemistry, he did a lot by introducing many medicines. He made foundation of medicinal chemistry and medicines. This all for Muslim period. Bye. See you in next video.